Alright, so I split all the questions into 4 categories, hence 4 colors of the card. So our first category is travel. Okay?
Okay.
What are your plans with Chip once you're finished?
To live life to the fullest and complement our imagination of exploring the continental U.S.
Basically, my lease ends in May for the house I'm currently renting, and we're planning on moving into Chip and living in him for as long as it makes sense. So, we're gonna move into Chip. Next question. Travel again. What is the first big trip you want to take once the van is complete?
I think it would be neat to draw out on a map some of our favorite locations in some interesting states, while also outlining certain states and or cities that we don't necessarily want to go through, and then
Finding new places that we didn't think were there.
Explore the map a bit and see what's out there.
I think that we're for sure going to go to Colorado because we love Colorado. And we also will probably make it down to Texas because we want to go to Waco, which is where Chip has kind of been sprung from. So we don't fully know yet the big trip, but we think for sure it'll be some kind of loop, for sure including Colorado, some other warmer states because we're in need of some warmth right now. But we don't fully know, so hopefully that answers your question. Next. Just kidding. Okay, this is the last travel question, which is kind of, I put it in the travel question, but it's not fully, whatever. What makes you nervous about living in the van?
Not a whole lot.
Really?
Yeah, because like, I don't know, once I commit myself to something, I'm just going to see through it, figure out all the problems that come with it.
I would say that a lot of things actually make me nervous about the van. But just in general, just like the unknown of living in a van, not having like an address, always moving, just like there's so many things that we don't know that's going to come with it. And I think that's what makes me nervous about it, but it's not like a bad nervous, it's just like a I don't know. Now we're on to the build category. So first thing, what is your favorite part about Chip? You can only pick one.
Well, I really like the headliner shelf as well as the cabinetry because it allows us to have certain sections for all sorts of goods. And being in such a tight space, I think organization is going to become a key factor in making sure that we are mentally happy because a little disaster is like a big disaster because it's such a small area.
Yeah.
So it's going to help us be even more on top of that.
And we're also, I'm for sure planning. I'm a big organizer if you don't know me personally. Everybody who is my friend and Lloyd knows that I'm like obsessed with organization. So we will for sure be doing videos of like kitchen organization and clothing organization. Like we're gonna have in-depth videos of how we organize everything just because it's going to make me so happy. So that will be coming in the future. I would say my favorite thing is the ceiling, which I don't know if you expected that, but I worked so hard on that ceiling. Next and last question for the build. What has surprised you about building a van together?
I don't know. I think it's just like amplified our team building exercises. It's like a really fun project, and then it helps us communicate better. And I don't know, just really enjoyed building together. So I'm excited for using up the cool new thing that we've created.
Yeah. I feel like for me the thing that has surprised me the most is that we've never done like a big project like each like separately. We haven't done one. So this is like our first like big building project and we're doing it together. So I thought that we would get frustrated with each other a lot, but we haven't. Like when we do get frustrated, then we recognize that one of us is frustrated and then we like, hey, let's regroup. We got this. Next question. This is the random category because I didn't know where to put them. Will you have a TV in the van?
No.
No, we will not. But we do have a projector. Alright, second random question. Have you cooked anything in the van and what? No, we have not cooked anything in the van yet.
Not with the propane stove. But
What do we cook?
I said not with the propane stove, but we have cooked on Madeline Island, just not inside the van.
Oh yeah, but we have not cooked in the van.
Yeah, with our features.
Yeah. But we do plan, I'm giving you guys so many sneak peeks into our future. We plan on doing like a cooking series. I'm really excited for the cooking series. So if you are, so am I. Okay, now to the us questions. These are the questions we got the most. So these are about us. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
What do you do for work?
In the summertime, I work with a tree crew here in Duluth. Well, in the wintertime, we also run an ice dam removal service. Year round, I'll take up photography and videography jobs on the side.
Mm-hmm.
And building Chip has really helped me to build up my own kind of business capabilities a little bit by allowing me to put all of that gear and editing equipment and pretty much the whole system into that van, and then we're able to be mobile and just be
Yeah,
able
so
to
Chip will
transport
kind
a
of
little
be
bit
like
easier.
Chip will be like a mobile photography space
Mhm.
for you,
Right.
basically.
Well,
So.
well, we're also able to express that creativity through YouTube
Mhm.
year round as well.
Yeah. I currently do not work. I'm not employed right now. I'm in school. I'll be graduating with my bachelor's in this spring. And then I will be pursuing my master's in the fall. So, currently not employed, but school's a job, basically.
Full-time school kid.
Yeah. So I'm doing that full time. Next question. This one I'm excited for. I'm gonna quiz you on this. What is my go-to coffee order?
At Dunbros, she likes iced caramel Nirvanas.
Mm-hmm.
At Starbucks, I know you like the Irish cream cold brews.
Alright, Lloyd got mine right. My favorite thing at Dunbros is the iced caramel Nirvana, which is basically cold brew with cream and caramel syrup. And then at Starbucks, I love the Irish cream cold brew. But in the fall time, my absolute favorite Starbucks drink is the what?
Pumpkin spice.
Pumpkin cream cold brew. Close. Lloyd's go-to coffee drink is an iced Americano with a splash of cream.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it is. Look at that. What is at the top of your bucket list? Could be anything.
I'll go first.
One thing. The absolute top.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's like multiple things to create one thing. So, my ideal bucket list, numero uno, that makes sense for everything in my life that I am working towards one day achieving, is having a self-sustainable homestead with livestock and vegetables, fruits, and also just entertainment value animals like goats. Even though they do supply milk, I think they're just more fun to just be goats and watch them.
Lloyd loves goats.
They're really funny.
So having your own homestead. Having land.
Yeah, land away from a lot of people, but still have like a good community.
Yeah. I didn't go as deep as you. I guess I didn't think about that. That's also on my bucket list. I want to have land and like a garden and all that kind of stuff. I was thinking more travel-wise because I really want to go to Iceland. That's what I want. Our like next like couple overseas trip to be. It's like road trip around Iceland.
Does sound fun.
Okay. Dream job. Do you want me to go first? Do you want to go first?
You can start, ladies first.
Okay, my dream job, I'm not too sure if this is actually still it, but like in the realm, I would like to be a forensic psychologist So that requires a PhD, and I don't know if I want to go for a PhD yet. So somewhere in the field of forensic psychology.
My dream job would be to adequately serve the highest amount of people possible while still enjoying my time spent. I have a feeling that that will involve something to do with cameras. They've always interested me, and I just feel the most creative. But I also do like building things.
Mm-hmm.
So probably a combination of documenting building things, or building things for others, or documenting for others.
I'd also like to add that if I do not go into the forensic psychology field, I would like to open a coffee shop.
Be fun.
Because I love coffee. And that's that. Next question. How would you describe each other in 2 words?
Alright, so Alex is a beautiful organizer.
Oh, okay. That's cute. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're cute. Okay, I have one word, but I can't figure out the second word. Okay, yeah. Ready? Okay. Lloyd is a driven realist.
Mm.
Do you think that fits you really well? I just feel like Lloyd is extremely, like, I wanted to say motivated and strong and like all those things, but I feel like you're just really driven. And you're really, like, you push yourself to do what you want to do, and when you figure out what you want to do, you do it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I said you're driven. And you're a realist because I feel like when any problem comes up, or if you learn something new, or just anything like that, like, you look at everything from every perspective, and you're very, like, you're not an idealist. You're not like, oh, I hope that this happens, or I wish that this, like, you're very like, this is what's happening. You know, you look at the facts of everything. So that's why I'd say you're a driven idealist. Not idealist, driven realist.
I like to think for myself.
Okay, next question. We're coming down to this. This is the last 2. What is your favorite thing to do together in your free time? Only one thing.
2 together in our when
Together.
We have free time?
Yes.
I like to go on long drives and walks with Alex, typically in beautiful places in nature. Because that's what we're going to do today, because we're like, oh, we have free time.
Yeah.
It's sunny. Let's go.
Yeah. I would say that too, going on hikes together. And that often includes having to drive somewhere nice.
That's why we make chip.
Pretty. Yeah.
We bring our home beautiful places.
Yeah. So going on walks and hikes. Last question. What's your favorite memory together so far? Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Horseback.
Colorado. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So for people who don't know, we took a road trip to Colorado last March for my spring break, and we spent half the time in the Springs, Colorado Springs, and the other half time in Buena Vista in the mountains, and we went horseback riding in the mountains in Buena Vista. So basically, is yours specifically horseback riding? Because mine, I kind of cheated. I said like the Colorado trip.
Yeah, it was a little looser. Mine to pinpoint like the climax of the Colorado trip.
Yeah.
When we
Yeah. Good boy, Jake. Keep it up, buddy. Easy, easy. Hold on.
Drive kicks in.
That's the best all-wheel drive system ever. No wheels. All terrain.
we had our instructor Casey, and he was like the most just
He was awesome.
loose, like
He was
let's
the
go
best
where you
guy.
guys want to go.
Yeah.
And we'll also like very confident with the horses
Mhm.
and just like keeping them on track.
Come on, Cookie. No share. Oh, you can't have that one. Here, you can have that one. I gotta get Stormy some.
If they were acting up or anything.
Yeah.
Which well, I think it was kind of stormy. Sometimes kind of.
Yeah,
timid.
Stormy, my horse, she was not
Uh-huh.
not having some of the steep terrain,
Yeah.
but
And then, right, and so I feel like when we had lunch, and we just like got off, even though it was like a whatever meal, like they just provided.
yeah, it was like
Subway,
a
which
like
was
Subway
great.
meal, and it was like
I like
super.
sandwiches.
It was great, like, but it was just like something that's like so small.
Mhm.
But when we like had lunch, like in the woods, in the mountains with the horses, and it was just like, it was a lunch that was like better than just getting Subway here, you know, like
Way
the area.
And it wasn't
of-
necessarily the food; it was just the idea of like eating after like exercising and like
Mhm.
working with the horses, and then just all those things
Totally.
together and being together.
Yeah, that was definitely a lot of fun. And like Casey, we were the only two people on the ride. So like we went and just signed up for like a horseback riding trip. And we were the only two people who had signed up for that day in that slot. So we got our own personal horseback riding tour through the woods of the Rocky Mountains. And it was absolutely beautiful. And Casey, yeah, like you said, he just was like, where do you guys want to go? Do you guys want to go this way or that way? And so we kind of, he still led us to places, and he was like, gave us ideas of like, oh, we can go look at this thing, or we can go over here.
And I thought it was neat when we like walked into this dry riverbed and then like up the hill and just we were just like free roaming.
Yeah.
It was like the Wild West.
It was awesome.
It's so much fun. Like 4-hoof drive is so cooler than all-wheel drive. I mean, Subarus are great, but I feel like you gotta get a horse.
Yeah. But all around that trip was really fun.
Yeah.
So in general, that was my favorite memory, but my favorite memory from that trip would have to be horseback riding.
Affirmative.
So that's all the questions,
it.
guys. That's all the questions we got. If
Thank
you
you.
have any
Thank
more
you.
questions,
Time up. Send them.
leave them below or message us on Instagram or whatever. Yeah, we hope you guys like this video. We hope you like the change up of not seeing us building, but I hope we answered your questions, I guess.
Mhm.
Hopefully they weren't too drawn out.
Yeah, and I had fun doing it, and I hope you did too.
Yeah, I did. Okay, guys, thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon.
Chip you later.
I love how it's become a thing now. Chip you later.